Hey, my name is Alva, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video, and also my first attempt at sort of a writing vlog where I actually don't do any writing, but I do my makeup and talk about what it's like trying to establish an author identity online in 2026 as an elder millennial and a raging introvert. So, for context, I'm currently writing a gothic historical romantasy, and that I hope to self-publish sometime next year. As you can see, I'm doing my makeup in my office, and that is because I have two small kids at home. So in the mornings, it's just rush hour to get out of the door, and I usually take my makeup with me to the office and then doing, like in a coffee break or lunch break or something like that, depending on when I have my first video meeting. I don't know what I hope to accomplish with these YouTube videos, but I read a bunch of stuff about how you have to start early building your brand. I want to be an indie author mostly because, English is my second language and my written English is really good, if I can be so humble as to say it though. But I'm not sure how it would work even trying to get an agent overseas, either in England or United Kingdom or the US. But I'm writing for an English-speaking market. And I can actually link my website down below so you can read the prologue if you're interested. But this is not meant to be a pitch about my book. This was meant to be like a conversation about, the whole building a brand. And especially in these days, with AI, and I see a lot of readers saying they are skeptical of new authors because, they don't want to read AI. And which is, it's sad that this is how the world has become. But for me, I'm really against AI. I unfortunately have to use it sometimes for my real job, but I don't feel AI have any space or any place like in the creative process. So I've been writing and posting fan fiction for more than a decade, but obviously under, not a pen name, but like a Google 3 username. And those are stories that I'm really proud of. Don't get me wrong, like I'm really proud of my writing and some of my completed stories, but that's not something I want directly linked to, something that is published and for sale, because fan fiction is inherently free. Like that is part of the fandom space. It's, part of giving back to the fandom or engaging with the fandom, and it shouldn't be for monetary gains in any way. So I joined TikTok, or actually once I landed on a pen name, I sort of created profiles for all of, the major platforms. So TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. I haven't created Facebook yet, mostly because I don't really use Facebook anymore. Maybe I will make like a Facebook author page once I'm published. But the social media profiles I've created so far has been more about proving that I'm a real person. And I don't think Facebook is the right arena for that. I feel that's more promotion, but I might be wrong. So someone thinks or disagrees with me, please let me know. Anyway, yeah. I created TikTok and I've never had a TikTok before, like even for personal use. And I had Instagram like way back when, but haven't used it. And now when I created like the author thing, first when I got on Instagram, I was like, what is this? Because I thought Instagram was all about, pictures. And it has turned into, I know there's a difference between TikTok and Instagram, but they feel sort of, I don't know who's trying to be who, but they feel similar-ish, like on the surface. But I realized that there's a difference in the kind of content that does well. So for TikTok, it seems like really unpolished stuff, like real stuff, and just quick and dirty. While Instagram sort of rewards, the whole aesthetic and a cohesive profile and stuff like that. But for both of them, the way to build an audience is using videos, which I've never done before. I sort of realized and sort of analyzed myself, what I responded to when I was, scrolling. And eventually I learned, about the hooks and the retention rate and all like those things I've never considered before because I've never been a creator other than of writing. So I've challenged myself that I'm going to post something first on TikTok every day after my first post, which I've done now for, I think it's been 3 weeks. And then Instagram, I sort of tried posting the same stuff, but it didn't do well at all. And I was sort of feeling overwhelmed. But I came back to Instagram like a few days ago, and now I'm slowly, understanding what I want my Instagram to look like and how I want to use it. But anyway, I'm rambling. The reason I joined YouTube was because I kind of wanted to try my hand at something a bit slower. And don't get me wrong, I love getting followers. Like it's really rewarding to see like the engagement. It's super, motivating because being a writer, being an author it's sort of a lonely journey. You're mostly on your own. It's not really a social hobby. I know people have like writing partners and writing groups and stuff like that. I've joined a few Discords and quickly get overwhelmed again because there's so many people and I feel kind of awkward, just jumping into the conversation. So I sort of lurk, and I don't feel like on Discord. I don't think feel lurking is the same as lurking on Reddit or the old school forums and stuff. So I don't really have any writing group or writing partners. But yeah, my point was, while I love, it's really fun to have followers and it's really fun to have engagement and it's really fun, to engaging with other writers. There's so many of us. The point is that these YouTube videos is more for my own part, pushing myself out of my comfort zone. And like if I want to publish a book, I have to dedicate time to both writing it, promoting it, editing it, all of that stuff, and trying to carve out time for myself in this domestic chaos is, yeah, it's different. It's a change. It's something I have to like be consciously aware of, but it's more like a self-imposed barrier, really. When I initially started TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff, I was going to do like a faceless thing. I was going to do like, I'm writing under a pen name, I'm going to use like monogram and like faceless images and all that stuff. And then I quickly realized if my purpose for starting those profiles or joining those medias was to prove that I'm a real person, only doing faceless and stock photos wouldn't really give any idea that I am a human being and that I am a person. So again, trying to push myself out of my comfort zone, started doing like talking reels with my very apparent accent. So yes, I'm slowly figuring out the other social medias, and then I saw, because I lurk a lot on Reddit, and then I saw people claiming that they've done success on YouTube, and I was like, I'm a writer. What could I possibly have to contribute on YouTube? And then I, got curious and I realized that Shorts was in like the same, not directly, but it's in like the same category as TikTok videos and Instagram Reels. And I thought, okay, I'm just gonna keep it low effort and just try a couple of things. And then I started watching other people's vlogs and I realized, okay, this seems like a fun way to document the journey and also try my hand on longer form content, because with TikTok and Instagram Reels, it's all about short and punchy and the hooks and retention. And while that is fun, it's an art of its own, that's not why I became a writer. Writing a novel is slow. And I thought, let me do something slow and see what it would look like and how much time and effort it would take. So I apologize. This is probably not going to be the same standard as a lot of other YouTube creators or even writers I've seen, and I don't think I'm qualified to do tutorials or anything, but I can speak about my experiences. And as an indie author or a self-publishing author, you have to like do everything yourself, which is fun, but it's a lot of work. And I hope maybe if I document some of this journey, it could be interesting for others to follow along. A lot of what I'm doing right now is just practicing being visible in any kind of way. And it is a big transition. And like the first thing I did when I created, especially Instagram, was block everyone I know, turn off like the contact synchronization, and just hope that the algorithm doesn't bring me in the direction of people I know in real life. And I don't know why it's so embarrassing, because I'm really against the whole cringe culture. I feel like people being authentic isn't supposed to be cringe in any way. But I have to admit, like, this is out of my comfort zone. So this is me practicing being visible and making content. And I don't think I even want to make a living out of making content. I'm sort of missing out on, because when I grew up in like the OG makeup tutorial age, you had to go like this every time you use the product, which I'm obviously not doing because it's not a makeup tutorial. I'm not really good at doing my makeup. I'm just, trying the best that I can. I also think there's something really vulnerable in trying to build a platform as an author before the book is done, because I don't have like anything to sell you. I can't like just, oh, go read my book. It's on this and there. And instead, like, I am the product. That is, like I said, I want to prove that I'm a real person, that I existed before the book came out. So this is me, makeup done. And I don't know what this channel will become. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing vlogs or if I'm going to, I don't know, do writing sprints, live sessions, behind the scenes of all of the historical research I'm doing. And I'm not a historian, just so you know. But for now, it's just me practicing, talking to the camera, editing, taking the work seriously. Does that make sense? Also practicing letting it be imperfect, because I'm a perfectionist like everyone else. So yeah, this is a trial run. And if you want to follow the journey, you're more than welcome to subscribe. Or what's the pitch that all the YouTubers like? Remember to like and subscribe. That's not me. Bye.